Hello, the following podcast is spoken in a mixed language of both English and Spanish, also known as Spanglish, because that is our main way of talking and it's the best way for us to express our thoughts on the topics that we speak of. Which, by the way, we are in no way any experts on the subjects, despite having the internet in front of us while we record, which you will hear us use on occasion for live fact-checking every once in a while. Most, if not all we talk about, is from general personal experience. Also, we needed a buffer to get past the algorithm censors on certain platforms. Enjoy.
This podcast is brought to you in part by yourselves. You found this podcast. I don't know how or where, because we sure as hell haven't told anybody. But hey, here you are listening to it. So again, congratulations. Give yourselves a hand, but just one. 1, 2, 3, clap.
Alright. No squigglies.
So, as we were talking before we recorded, welcome to Bichin Boricuas. Estuve el otro día tratando de pensar en un slogan. Like the number one Bichin podcast in Puerto Rico.
I'm sure we're not, but we probably also are.
I feel like we just tenemos que buscar like a very niche specific thing. Like, okay, we are the number one fishing podcast in Puerto Rico. Okay, no, we're not news, we're not political, we're not gaming, we're not topical on anything else. Pero pues, okay, tenemos que buscar a niche. Pero feel free to write in, whoever the fuck's listening to this.
You know what we should actually do?
Yeah, what?
In order to start gaining an audience, we'll start small. Let's start, looking around for Puerto Rican podcasts that we like. And let's just ask, it's like, hey, we got a podcast. And, you guys could have a listen. And if you would let us be guests on whatever you guys are doing, maybe we could start getting an audience into ours. And then from there on, we start rapidly expanding.
Hay un podcast puertorriqueño de política que yo escucho que cogen anuncios.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the worst person at it because I'm the one out of the loop.
Y yo he pensado de como que no, pero en ocasiones yo he pensado de que we should record an ad y ver cuánto me sale poner el ad, like a 30-second ad. La verdad es que actually no, porque ellos no, they don't do ad, ellos como dice, tú le das el libreto y ellos lo leen.
Uh-huh.
O sea, que es como que we should write down an ad and be like, okay, hey, welcome to Bichin Boricuas o algo así.
That doesn't...
Y es como que, hey, a ver cuánta gente me busca después de eso. And that's layla.the.rogue. Look for her on Instagram.
At layla.
You're updating her Instagram, right?
.rogue. Child, please, I beg you, I gave you a chew. Chew on it. I'm busy.
By the way, si se escucha en el fondo, I'm sorry, están cortando la grama al frente de mi edificio. There's nothing more I can do.
But you're on a second floor! And
I'm on a third floor, motherfucker. Todavía se escucha. El micrófono lo está leyendo.
Yeah,
I can't do anything else.
There is no grass on your lot!
Si hay grama, loco.
I could have sworn the image that I'm picturing in my head is just pavement and concrete.
Sí, pero en la calle que está al frente hay una isleta en el medio que tiene grama y están cortando la grama.
Okay.
With the loudest fucking machinery they could find, porque pues el gobierno de San Juan.
Yeah, because there is no, sound laws over there comparado como acá.
Sound laws.
Porque yo me recuerdo cuando el Electric Daisy Festival venía a Puerto Rico, literalmente tú podías escuchar el festival hasta Bayamón y Carolina.
Yeah.
Because it's fuck it, we're going loud.
Yo me puedo sentar tanto en mi apartamento como en casa de mis padres a escuchar los conciertos en Río Piedra. Cuando hay un concierto en la universidad, la última vez que hubo conciertos espontáneos así en la universidad o algo así, de como que, I can absolutely hear los conciertos. desde mi casa, sin problema.
Mm-hmm.
El concierto de Bad Bunny, el último, un concierto que él hizo en el Irán Victor, yo lo escuché sin problema desde mi casa, pero pues this is a short episode probablemente, right?
Probably.
But mostly gonna be about Uber, because you're doing Uber, so cuéntame, buddy.
Yeah, because despite being paid $25 an hour, I still can't make enough to live over here in the U.S.
We should I think about it. We should have. We have a friend. I don't want to call him out, but we have a friend that has a lot of Uber Eats.
Like he orders or he works?
He orders a lot of Uber Eats. I have seen. Él es un platinum member.
For ordering?
Yep.
What the fuck? Okay.
Tú sabes que está like el Uber One o whatever la suscripción de Uber.
Uh-huh.
Él es platinum.
I'm about to be gold porque te dan la membresía when you work.
Hey, but I think él descubrió la membresía when he started working there, but eventualmente he just didn't have enough. He didn't have enough time / motivation to actually do it. Y entonces pues está como que, I'm just gonna seguir pagándolo. And like the motherfucker I've seen his phone, I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Cabrón,
like,
cabrón, te dan una membresía de Costco cuando you reach platinum. Gratis.
Oh, that's why. Por eso es que él también jode tanto con ir a Costco ahora.
Sí, porque te dan una membresía gratis when you reach esto. Y yo creo que con Gold te dan for an online college course te pagan el tuition.
Deberían dar Spotify.
No, te dan otra cosa. You know what? I can pull this shit up. Where is it?
Yeah, so dando el background, you started doing Uber roughly a month?
Yeah, a month ago.
Uh-huh. So this is like your first month update.
Yes.
Yo soy una persona que I don't have Uber. I don't use Uber. Or any ride sharing or food delivery. And speaking of this, tú estás haciendo food delivery, right?
I started with food delivery. Yes.
Okay. You no has pasado todavía a people delivery.
Oh no, I did. I quit delivering food and started delivering people.
Okay. So, which, hablando en serio, en tu experiencia, which one is easier? De lo poquito, pequeña, limitada experiencia hasta ahora.
Depende en tu personalidad.
¿Tu personalidad, tú dices?
O sea, it depends on the kind of person you are.
Okay.
Because
you're an antisocial motherfucker. What kind of person? Como que, how would you describe it?
Here's the thing I love about thing. People don't like to talk either while they're on the road. We're all in the car. So guess what? I don't need to do shit. I just drive.
You just lock the door, pump up the volume, and just keep on driving.
Yep. So, dame por parte. Anyways, gold rewards. 100% tuition coverage by ASU, whatever that is. Te dan language lessons with Rosetta Stone. And that's about it. Lo otro son beneficios para tú mismo, as a driver.
Okay.
Platinum. 1 year Costco Gold Star membership. And that's about it. El resto es... the rest is self-service. And Diamond... cashback rewards. Or cashback... No, not cashback. It's cash rewards for working. The Ubers. O sea, te dan bono.
Okay.
And the rest is more shit for the driver. But anyways, I started with Uber Eats because that's the easiest way to get into. Porque that doesn't have car requirements. It just literally asks you to have a car. Just have a
Sí, eso
car.
me acuerdo haber leído de como que para hacer Uber de people tiene que ser un carro, like hay una lista de requerimientos de los carros.
Sí, si mal no me equivoco, it has to be like between 5 and 10 years old at minimum.
Okay.
So, anyways. But since my fucking Honda destroyed itself, I now have a 2019, so I qualified for that. But we'll get into that later. I started with Uber Eats because it's like el entry point is low. El entry requirement is very low. And I started within like the day. I got approved for it within like 2 or 3 days after they do a background check. Y entonces te mandan lessons for you to learn con video para que en cualquier no te dejan trabajar hasta que te asegura that you saw the video in its entirety.
Okay, so like a federal job.
Yeah. Because, you're dealing with food. You can get Uber in trouble with the FDA or some shit like that. So, it's very simple. Okay, cool. Go pick up food from here. And then I see why. I learn why foods you get take like 40 minutes to an hour to arrive.
Yeah, it's not the delivery guy, it's the restaurant.
No, fuck that. It's not even the restaurant. No. Es el app.
Okay.
Okay, porque if you're gonna deliver, let's say, within the same neighborhood, o sea, si dos personas piden a la misma vez, and they're around the same neighborhood, Uber will make you go to 2 different restaurants and pick up those 2 different orders so you can deliver both of them in the same neighborhood. Okay, that's very efficient. However, more often than not, it'll make you pick up the last food first and then the second delivery second. O sea, let me put it this way. First customer va y busca su comida. Y entonces va a buscar la comida de la segunda persona, the second person. And then you deliver to the second person first, and then you deliver to the first person last. That's why your food gets cold. It's just sitting in my car 30, 40 minutes while I'm doing this other thing for this other person que se mete en el medio.
Pero tú no tienes control. El Uber es como que no, go here first and then this one.
Correct. Parte de los servicios extra para los drivers tú poder scheduling once you're a platinum member.
So if you work hard enough and determined enough, maybe we'll let you pick your own order.
Correct.
Yo siento que eso lo pusieron porque a cuando empezó Uber Eats, me acuerdo que un montón de gente me dijo, por ejemplo en Puerto Rico, me dijo como que, lo que tú puedes hacer es make an order en Uber Eats, get your spouse to log on to Uber Eats, get the order, pick up, ponerse para coger la orden and then go pick it up.
Lol.
And then you get paid to go pick up your order.
Mm.
And I'm like, I feel like la matemática ahí no cuadra, pero pues.
No, but I'll get into that porque canceling orders, porque ahora it's like, I thought about that. It's like, let them pick it up, pero es como que the driver would have to cancel a lot of in-between people until they find the correct one. Y si eso es, si otra persona no coge esa orden antes que tú. O sea, another driver gets your spouse's order before you do. Make sense?
Sí, no te entiendo.
But I'll get into that. Porque eso te jode la cuenta, as I came to learn. Pero nada, the reason a lot of people get cold food es porque es esa mierda. if they gave you like 2 orders at the same time, and you were the one in the order first, guess what? You're likely going to get your food last. So it's the travel time. Porque cuando yo llego, la comida está ready. Ya está ahí en el... they have dedicated spaces for to-go orders.
Sí, hay un montón de restaurantes aquí que ya han puesto de como que are you an Uber driver to pick up? You fucking haz la fila por acá.
Ah,
don't
y tienen
bother,
filas
don't bother
dedicadas, lol. Aquí they're way too trusting.
They're just
like literally están sentados ahí en el counter. Anyone can take the food, but somehow people like know that you don't touch that. That's not yours.
No, bicho, es aquí. Aquí yo he estado en restaurantes, específicamente uno cerca de Plaza Las Américas, al que yo he llamado para pedir comida. I'm waiting there en lo que la muchacha sale, porque la que reparte las to-go order.
Ajá.
Y yo he visto gente que just go in y meten la mano en todas las bolsas buscando cuál es la orden de ellos.
Lol. No, aquí they're just way too trusting. Which dumbfounds me as someone from Puerto Rico.
Swear to God, man, te digo, like, when the shit hits the fan, los americanos are gonna be like, oh no, why is everything burning? Y nosotros vamos a estar como que, we're cool, dog.
Yo te mandé un video de cómo la gente en Estados Unidos reacciona a viendo el cohete launch. Not the one with the girls inside the car watching everything vibrate. No. A whole sporting event got paused. I think it was baseball. Got paused because there was something flaming going across the sky. It's like, is that a rocket? It's like, wow. It's like, guys, if that was a nuke, you'd die as well.
¿Tú no viste el video hace unos cuantos años atrás en que los sports commentators están hablando, like creo que están hablando de un football game y de repente uno dice como que, is that a B?
Is that a B2? Eso no fue hace par de años. That was literally this year.
Y como que de repente todos ellos están, wow, God, fuck, yeah, look at it. Y como que, woo!
Uh-huh.
Stealth fighter.
It's like men will be boys. It's like they'll stop everything just like, ooh, B2.
Loco, hay un YouTuber, un canal de YouTube que se llama The Vlog Brothers.
Uh-huh.
Y una de las cosas que ellos hacen es construir hospitales en África.
Uh-huh.
Y uno de ellos fue a África para ver como que la construcción y whatever. Y que él se echó a reír porque en un momento he notices a bunch of school-age kids. Fuck middle of Africa. Mirando por la verja, watching the construction equipment. Y él como que, wow. Literally, no matter where the fuck you are, boys will just stop what they're doing and be like, ooh, big machine.
Big machine.
Big machine doing things? Me stare at it for a long time.
Uh-huh.
Y es como que, oh wow, eso es 100% universal en este planeta. Como que,
like,
look a thing!
It's
doing a thing!
It's a universal human male thing. Pero no, paréntesis. Did I ever tell you about the fat fuck that stole my food? At Popeyes?
No.
O sea, cuando estaba... Yesterday, when we were talking about Popeyes, I reminded myself of the one fucking time that I went to lunch after work to Popeyes and I went to eat inside. And esto fue en Puerto Rico. And I ordered, the normal 5-piece tenders. Y pues nada, y tú sabes que son las filas de Popeye allá, que son largas y el waiting time con varias personas, that they literally put a waiting room for people waiting on their food que van a dine in Popeye.
Wait, ¿dónde carajo es esto?
Este es el Popeye que está en Santurce, al frente de Sagrado Corazón. ¿Sagrado Corazón?
Sí, al lado de la estación de Sagrado Corazón.
Ajá, that one. There is literally a waiting room for people just sitting there waiting to get their food.
Sí, es verdad. Yo llegué... Yo cuando trabajaba por allí cerca, a veces iba a comer allí, pero eventualmente porque this isn't worth it. It just takes you fucking long.
Exacto, y la fila es de carro es pésima. Pero anyways, I went to lunch there. Cool. And hice mi orden, and I don't sit in the waiting room porque usualmente está lleno con gente que pidió mucha comida.
Sí, porque allí van mucha gente de construcción a recoger unas órdenes grandes.
Ajá. So, la cosa es que yo estoy ahí en la baranda leaning, waiting for them to put my food on the counter. Entonces está I can only describe as Peter Griffin right behind me. Y él pide su orden. I gave you your stupid trouble, you dumb bitch. It's right here. Why are you crying? It's right here. Look. Ooh, right here. Okay. So, y él pide su orden. I didn't pay attention to what he ordered. So, anyways. It's around my turn to pick up my food, and I see they dropped the tenders, but nunca gritaron el nombre. So I went to approach para ver si tenía mi nombre, because este Popeye pide tu nombre.
Okay.
Y yo veo, before I even get to lean over to see, fucking Peter Griffin, who's been sitting in front of the counter instead of waiting where everyone else waits, just dunks his hand on the food tray and starts eating. Y entonces como que, I didn't even get the chance to see because he just, starts eating and then he's somehow still waiting, porque yo creo que pidió otra cosa también encima. Apparently he ordered chicken tenders. Apparently he was waiting for them to add whatever else he was eating. Going to eat. Y entonces sacan su tray con toda su comida y le dicen su nombre. Y entonces he just stops and looks at the other tray and looks at his. Y es como que estoy comiendo la de otra persona. He panicked. He started to panic. Because
por lo menos se dio cuenta de como que, oh shit, wait, fuck.
No,
fuck.
Y yo estoy ahí, llevo esperando mi comida. It's like, yeah, that's my food you're eating. So they gave me his tenders. You know, the brand new ones that they didn't touch. That he didn't touch. Porque pedimos la misma cosa.
No, pues bien.
No.
Bueno, por lo menos.
Yeah, no, but es como que you fat fucking asshole. No.
No, que es que hay gente que está completamente desesperada en esta pandemia. Es what the fuck, people.
Esto fue antes de la pandemia. Esto cuando yo estaba trabajando en Puerto Rico.
La pandemia. This was before that shit.
Esto fue cuando yo estaba trabajando en Puerto Rico.
Es verdad, tú te fuiste a Puerto Rico antes de la pandemia.
Pero es como que, cabrón, this was before 6 foot spacing and everyone was crammed in. It's whatever on diseases.
The good old days.
But no, es como que, I just got so mad because of this fat fucking asshole. Just first food in front of you, doesn't even double check, starts munching. And the fucking person behind the counter got mad at him. It's bro, what are you doing? What, does this have your name on it? No, you just assumed it was yours. It's this one, I didn't even want to eat Popeyes anymore porque como que carajo. Si hay gente así.
No, luego yo una vez estuve en ese Popeyes. La última vez que estuve en ese Popeyes, straight up, después que yo compro, ya me dan mi comida, I'm just sitting en una esquina de esto. Hay una fila larguísima porque pues ya no tienen el waiting room, by the way.
I imagine not since the pandemic, pero sigue.
Sí, pues había una fila larguísima por ordenar. Y entra este señor con esta señora. I'm guessing this dude has to be late 30s, 40 something. Está vestido como un caco. Pero entonces tiene, I'm pretty sure he has lip filler.
Okay.
con gafas, like fake bling, necklace. Y entonces entra con esta señora mayorcita, which I'm guessing has to be like his mom or his grandma. Y es como que, okay, la sienta en una esquina, he goes, empieza a hacer la fila, and I kid you the fuck, that dude. He just pulls out his phone, opens the camera, and starts doing el duck face selfie towards the camera.
Okay.
Like holding the camera, el cell phone above su cabeza, like looking at it y como que poniendo poses en el medio del Popeye. And I'm just looking at it como que, it's 2023. What the fuck are you doing?
Esto es para el Instagram.
Es como que, like...
Esto es para el Tinder.
Like, literalmente yo me quedé como que... Like, what the... Like, not even... Porque por allí hay un par de... Hay escuelas y universitarias y cosas... Porque está la Universidad de Sagrado Corazón, hay universitarios como que... You know, there's young, hip people. None of them are doing this shit. Just him.
Te lo juro, los puertorriqueños son especiales. Shut up.
Pero pues, volviendo a tu...
a my Uber experience. So.
Your Uber experience.
So, delivering food.
Do you take the dog for to pick up people?
I'm letting her out because let me see what she wants. Okay. She's out. She's free. Anyways. So, Uber Eats. It didn't pay as much as I thought so because one of my coworkers said, "Oh, I made $500 over the week in one day doing this." Yeah. Here's the thing. You're a young, attractive girl. They're going to tip high for you. Just because of that fact.
Oh, sí, 100%.
Uh-huh. But apparently she also nailed a giant pizza party gig and she had to deliver like 5 pies. So they tipped her high for that. But I don't know. I was making barely $50 a day after working maybe 6 hours doing that. Porque el average pay the Uber Eats is like $5, and you travel a lot to be picking up and delivering food. And for the most part, it was okay. Simplemente el restaurante que como que se estaban tardando, I would like text the person. It's like, hey, they're taking a little bit longer with your food, but I will wait on it. Porque if you cancel the order, you cancel the food order for them and for the customer, and they still lost that money. It'll still take a week for them to get their money for their order reimbursed. And I know that from experience. So it's like, I know that's gonna be a bitch and a half. So I'll wait for your fucking food.
Sí, yo cuando he estado con otra gente que ha pedido comida, like, sometimes también pasa de como que, la pizza, la comida, like, we'll see, because sometimes when we're bored, we'll just stare at their phone and just stalk the Uber driver. And just be de como que por donde él va, como que está en el restaurante, okay.
El worst
he's still in the it's been 5 minutes, he's still in the restaurant. And then we get the text, like, oh god, the text!
No. El worst offender aquí, por lo menos, ha sido fucking Popeyes of all places. El Popeye de aquí se tarda tanto como el Churches de Puerto Rico en hacer una orden, despite not being people in there. It's that bad. And I don't know why. So, the next, I was making $50 a day, working 5-6 hours a night, Because I work nights. I wanted to keep my schedule with my actual work.
O sea, que estás haciendo esto los fines de semana.
Exacto.
Okay.
Exacto. Only doing it the weekends. And I do it around the same time I go to work. So that I don't fuck up my sleep schedule. And it's fine. You have to get out. O sea, it's more stressful to me, kind of, sort of. Porque todo el mundo te manda instrucciones. And porque mucha gente no lee. As I come to find out. Pero I'm going to be the nice person and read the message you left. Que a la noche, most of them say, don't knock, don't ring the doorbell because it's like 1 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday and we're all trying to sleep, but I'm secretly ordering Taco Bell because they're open till 2 a.m.
And I don't want my roommates to know.
Exacto. Which is kind of hard when you have to deliver to, the boonies in the middle of buttfuck nowhere in the forest. That is utterly dark because there's no street lamp for miles and miles. You only have your car lights to guide you. And you're just it's like, I need to shine the light through the driveway right towards the house because I can't fucking see. And then they have a gravel driveway. So it's like, okay, I'll try to be quiet. You have a gravel driveway. How the fuck am I supposed to approach quietly?
Tienes que poner el carro en stealth mode. You press control so that the car lowers itself. It doesn't just go stealth mode.
Yeah, but those are on hybrids. Mine is not a hybrid. And I already got not Karen, but someone with a Karen thought process, and went like, oh, because I'll get to that. Pero pues tiene que salir del carro constantly. I don't trust this neighborhood, so yo estoy constantemente apagando y prendiendo el carro. I don't leave my car on at all when I have to go inside the restaurant or go. Maybe when I'm delivering to the person, in those boonies middle of buttfuck nowhere, I leave the car on. But in otro como neighborhood, very sketchy neighborhood, it's like, I'm taking the keys with me. So, como que se me va a joder el starter, se me va a joder esto. All this for less than $10 per delivery. Ahora, and this is even on weekends where you expect things to be high. And I think the furthest travel I've done was 20 minutes. Porque el cabrón, yo entiendo el tipo, pidió Papa John's. Papa John's won't deliver to his place porque vive lejos. So lo pidió via Uber Eats para que la persona will do it. Y cabrón, te estoy hablando que el cabrón vive in the fucking country with the red barn and everything. That I had to go up a minute up their driveway to get to their house to deliver the pizza.
Es como que las instrucciones es como que, listen, dobla a la izquierda aquí, keep driving. When you think you're there, just keep on driving, buddy. Don't worry. At the end, there'll be a house.
Exacto.
Once you see the light, just keep on driving. Don't stop. That's not the house. That's just death coming for you.
No, o sea, that was the longest one I had out of Uber Eats. It's like, okay, you know what? I'll give you credit for that. I can see why Papa John's won't deliver here. Pero
esos son esos casos en el que tú estás como que, oh, definitivamente Uber is the only option because they're the only ones crazy enough to do it.
Yes. And the dude gave me a $10 tip for my trouble. On top of the payment que Uber me da. So that was nice of them. Pero como que, Jesus fucking Christ. Pero como que, era obviamente, como que earning maybe less than $100 bucks extra. That's nice, but it's not going to cover my shit. So I went through the due process of upgrading my account to an Uber taxi, essentially. I don't know how else to call it. It's ride sharing. That's what they call it.
Yeah, because they can't say taxi because then the law gets under us.
Exactly. It's the ride sharing. that was 2 weeks of background checks. Like, el otro tomó un día. This took 2 weeks. And de que en algún punto me lo aprobaron. It's like, okay, you're good. Y entonces, en el fin de semana, there were 3 concerts here going off at the same time. And they denied my ride share because I was missing information on my background check. They needed my mother's surname. And it's like, you approved this 3 days ago. Why are you asking for it now?
Dame un segundo.
Okay.
Hello. No mucho, ¿y tú? No he almorzado
I rolled
todavía.
a 4. Damn it.
No, estoy en el Darlington ahora mismo.
I should be singing something, but I am not in any mood right now. I am so exhausted, and we'll get to that reason here in a minute when I transfer to Uber rideshare. Because boy, do I have stories.
No sé, bueno.
Usually I'd be saying, oh, I know.
Okay, so I have to go, ya mismito.
Okay.
No paré la grabación, so la conversación por teléfono se escuchó. If you would be kind enough to cut that out, I would appreciate it.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, but I'll try to keep it short. Anyways, rideshare. Okay, rideshare. Took me 2 weeks to get it. I missed out on a night of fucking 3 concerts to make money on. But I eventually got approved. Got sent all the fucking videos that, you know.
These are different videos de los que ya tuviste que hacer.
Exacto, porque now, since I'm dealing with people, here are all the sexual harassment videos and what you do as a rideshare.
Okay.
And exacto, and whatnot. It's like, cool, I'm just gonna stay quiet, play my radio, and take the people. That's all I'm fucking doing. Pero nada. I got approved in time for St. Patrick's Day weekend, which was last weekend. So, oh boy.
Remember, kids, don't drink
keep
and
in
drive.
Mind. Right. So, there were a lot of, like, very conscious people that I had to pick up from the parking lot, and they were locking up their cars drunkenly. It's like, we're not taking the car.
Okay, that's responsible
It's like,
of
very
them.
responsible. That's very responsible of them. So, a lot of them were college kids, though. A lot of them. But, anyways. So, on average, you earn about $5 for delivery on food delivery in Uber.
Okay.
That's your average earn, like total profit. Your average profit on delivering people? $15 per ride.
Okay.
Which is a lot more. I've been earning at around 150, at least on this first weekend, I've earned $150 a night, working 6 to 7 hours for the night. So, that's not fucking bad at all, honestly.
That's not bad.
So, I made out with $300 on my first weekend.
Okay.
And it was St. Patty's Day weekend. Sure, there was in between people, like, alright, there was the time that I had to deliver people to the bar. And then there's a time where I had to pick up people at the bar. That's the busiest and the most, like, profitable time. But in between, there's, like, people, like, not going to bars. It's like, hey, pick me up at Walmart, please, so I can go home. Because I don't have a card to take me home. In that in-between time, I get weird ones. Such as, I already picked up a woman of night service, of the late night service, to take her home. And her discussing with her quote-unquote boss about what happened on a person that canceled. It's like, cool, because I picked them up at a hotel and took them all the way home, and they were dressed loudly, like.
See, they were very
like,
clearly a woman of the night.
Exactly, a woman of the night. Cool.
She has a particular set of skills.
Exactly. So it's like, I'm not going to go into it. I'm going to let you discuss whatever you're discussing and just take you home.
Este es un momento en el que, okay, this, I am also offering a service, a different service, but a service, and your job and your business is none of my business.
Exacto. Y entonces había mucha gente que, pick me up from the train station, take me home, or a lot of them were students. It's like, please take me to my dorm. But then there were people who were doing their late night shopping, like such as they did a big shopping at Walmart. No, it happened to the people that were also picking up from the train station and airport too. It was like, can you please open the trunk? Yeah. Here's the thing. I have the base model of this car. I don't have an open trunk button. I'm sorry that I can't provide that luxury that you're used to.
Oh, somebody has to go and push the open trunk button on the back of the car.
Usually I do it just to show service and get a tip. But it's like, yeah, no, I don't have that button. I got the base model. I got the cheap model. And at least they weren't angry about it. It's like, oh, I forgot that these kinds of cars exist.
Es como si alguien se monta en mi carro, cuando la gente se monta en mi carro y de repente miran para la ventana y están, what the fuck?
Oh, because you have the crank handles?
Like, I still remember una vez que tu madre me pidió que la buscara a ella para buscarte a ti, porque ibas a llegar de noche en el aeropuerto. Y a ella no le gusta guiar de noche. And yo creo que es la primera vez que she actually se montaba en mi carro. And she was just driving. We were just driving. Y entonces en un momento I mentioned something. No, porque este es el básico. And she's like, wait, what? And then she just looks around the car and realizes, what the fuck? Crank windows?
So, but anyways, my only problem with Uber right now is that I really want to get to Diamond because I need those preferred trips, my scheduling trips.
Okay.
Porque esto es lo que me hace Uber que me jode la existencia. it makes me relay people. It's like, oh, look, $20 for this trip plus tip. Ay, te tengo que mandar un heat map and work it. No, I'm not going to share it on social media. But Uber has a heat map. It's like, hey, if you go over here and click start, there's a chance that you get plus this amount of money for doing delivery, for delivering people, picking up people or delivering people here. Te tengo que enseñar el heat map para que tenga un understanding de eso.
Me tengo que ir.
Pero,
Sí,
fuck.
Technical difficulties.
Okay, I think we're now in sync. Anyways, we're picking up. It's been a couple of days because you had to suddenly leave out of nowhere.
Yes.
Anyways, but we were in the middle of discussing Ghostbusters because I don't want spoilers on the Frozen Empire. Because I really want to see it.
Yo fui a ver Frozen Empire y fui a verla ayer sábado, as of the time of recording this second part, y yo vi Afterlife el viernes.
Okay.
I have never seen Afterlife.
Okay. I saw Afterlife and I saw it with my mother and my brother, who are both eternal Ghostbusters fans. And I found Afterlife extremely well done on how to bring back everything. Que si el misterio de... It's like, oh, everybody just suddenly stopped believing in ghosts. It's just a myth, todo lo que ocurrió in the 80s. Y que se llama. Y teniendo Egon being an actual ghost and exploring what his life studies for, and doing the whole vengeance story con la familia, and him being a ghost. O sea, I found that movie amazingly superior. O sea, right now mi ranking va a ser Ghostbusters 1, Afterlife, y Ghostbusters 2. We're never, ever, ever going to mention or talk about that other Ghostbusters.
Yeah, no, there's only been 4 Ghostbusters movies. Ghostbusters 1, Ghostbusters 2, Ghostbusters Afterlife, y ahora Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Those are the only Ghostbusters
and no other
movies
one
that exist.
And no other one.
Igual que solamente existe, estaba hablando con esto con mi madre anoche, igual que solamente existen 2 muñequitos. Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters. En Ghostbusters Extreme Futures, whatever the fuck, no me acuerdo el nombre exactamente.
Okay.
We don't talk about el muñequito que solamente se llama Ghostbusters. That one doesn't exist. I don't know if you understand the joke I'm doing.
Pero you saw it.
Do you understand the joke?
Which one?
De que no existe el muñequito que se llama Ghostbusters.
Oh no, I've heard that joke before, so it's like I get it.
Okay, there's definitely no monkey there.
Why are you growling? Stop growling.
Google that, kids. Pero como se está explicando.
Without spoilers, because I still want to see it.
Sí, no, I'm not spoiling it. Like, again, I'm actually saying a la gente con la que he podido hablar de esto, como que, seriously, go watch this movie. It is surprisingly good. We'll do a proper deep dive later cuando tú puedas.
Probably when we watch Godzilla vs. Kong next week.
I don't know if I'm gonna see that, pero dale.
Seriously?
No, yo no he visto las otras, loco.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, no. I mean, I saw Godzilla -1. That's the only good Godzilla movie that's gonna come out this year.
But you don't want to see Godzilla. No.
Godzilla versus Kong.
No,
Vi el trailer.
Fuck Godzilla vs. Kong. Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Vi el trailer de Godzilla, whatever the fuck this new one is. And I got very confused.
How so?
Why is there a different Godzilla that glows pink?
I don't know either. That's where we're all gonna go find out.
Cool.
Also, apparently, remember when we had this discussion that it's like sometimes it's because writers. This is because writers, when they pitch ideas and then they get denied, the company that they got pitched the idea will alter it and make their own movie out of it. That's how, we got the Olympus Has Fallen and the other movie.
Hey, White House Down.
White House Down. A la misma vez.
Hey.
¿Qué pasa? Godzilla vs. Kong 2 and Frozen Empire are under the same premise. A new
Okay.
ice age.
Ah.
Because the big bad is not the orangutan. It's a giant kaiju that can freeze the entire earth.
That's not according to the trailer, my friend.
Oh no, because I'm the big Godzilla fan in this fucking room of two people, and I've been not spoiled, pero como que la gente, la gente, you know that the websites do like, do the investigation, do the data pad, do the encryption.
You mean the ARGs?
Exactly. And I said, fuck it, let's just see what people say about those. And they sacaron el profile of the new monster, que yo no te voy a decir el nombre, just in case other people are listening. And porque its power is ice. And then one of the final, not final trailers, but it's like trailer for the week of premiere, que son bien corto y bien exagerado.
Mm-hmm.
Dice, this one is gonna freeze the world. Has the power. This kaiju has the power to freeze the world. So, no, not kaiju, perdón. Titan. Has the power.
Nada de vosotros trailer que yo vi. Pero volviendo a Frozen Empire.
Espérate, antes que nada, en ese trailer, this is not exactly spoiler, pero es como que algo me dice que este es el principio de la película. Godzilla's a fucking cat.
I mean, we have ya establecido como establecido en The Great Masterpiece que fue Dungeons and Dragons the movie. Dragons and reptiles are just cats.
I know, pero how much of a cat is Godzilla? O sea, I don't know why this shot exists, pero there's a shot in the movie en que Godzilla está durmiendo de lo más bien pacientemente inside the Colosseum in Italy. It's like, if I fits, I sleep. It's like, why other will you have this shot for?
The internet has ruined everything.
But I just find it funny just seeing Godzilla curled up inside the Colosseum. You go, okay, surely he's not emanating radiation and is irradiating all of Italy right now.
No, claro que no. El Coliseum me lo hicieron con plomo, so it's actually protecting everyone else.
Wait, really? Did they have lead back then?
Yeah, they have lead. They didn't build it out of actual fucking lead, pero de seguro a lot of the... It was lead in a lot of shit. It was just iron was more common. It's a joke, dude.
Fair. But that I swear, they come up with an explanation. Oh, it's perfectly safe for Godzilla to sleep inside the Colosseum because it's made out of lead. No. Pero yo estoy también pensando que Godzilla, why the fuck are you in the Colosseum sleeping? You have the entire ocean. You have your own underwater cave. No, wait. Scratch that. You don't have your own underwater cave anymore. We blew it up. That's right. You don't know about that. We blew up Godzilla's home. You really should watch King of the Monsters. It's the dumbest human movie ever, but it's absolutely amazing for the Titan fights.
Also, just out of pure justificación, yes, the Roman Empire did have access to lead.
Go figure. Ow!
They brought water into their homes through lead pipes.
Huh. I wonder why they died so young always.
Weird, huh?
Uh-huh.
It's almost like the Mesopotamian culture que como que, oh look, we found lead. We're gonna make all of our foodware from it. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
Anyways.
Weird, everybody's dead. Pero pues, volviendo a Frozen Empire.
Uh-huh.
Rapidito, para que tú puedas continuar la historia de Uber, because I'm sure this whole thing doesn't feel completely 180 everything.
Right.
Good movie. I think it's better que Afterlife. And I do admit, I do think que Afterlife is one of the best examples of aquí hay una franquicia que está dormant. We're just going to acknowledge de que han pasado un cojonal de años.
Eso sí,
Porque,
I'll agree with you with that. Está bien hecho para una secuela en cual no hemos tenido ninguna materia nueva in like 30, 40 years.
sí, y en Frozen Empire, they also do lean into that, de como que, hey, this is happening after. Pues creo que Afterlife es en el 2001.
¿En serio?
If I-
Yo tengo que chequear eso. I didn't...
En la película, cuando están en el. Spoiler for Afterlife. Cuando están en el templo que hicieron en la montaña.
Ajá.
Fifi dice como que, oh, aquí hay unos números, y cuando te sientan a mirarlos ya se da cuenta que, oh, estos son fechas.
Are you sure
Y
you don't...
entonces,
Sigue.
si no, esto again, dude, la vi el viernes.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I have this very recently burned into my brain. Y que yo como que, oh, tal año, Krakatoa, tal año, no me acuerdo que otra cosa, tal año, no me acuerdo que otra cosa, tal año, lo que pasó en los 80 en Nueva York.
Mm-hmm.
Y entonces como que, oh, este año, porque la película very specifically takes place, si no me equivoco, en el 2021, en el verano del 2021.
¿Cuál? Frozen Empire.
Afterlife.
Tú ya acabas de decir que ocurre en 2001.
No, 21.
Ok, no, porque yo iba a decir como que I'm pretty sure the Twin Towers are still gone from the New York scape.
No, porque la segunda película es en el 89.
Right. Pero ajá,
Pero la segunda Afterlife es en el 21.
mm-hmm.
En el verano del 21. Like, they make it a very fucking clear point of that.
Porque yo creo que la película salió en el 21.
Bueno, sí, por eso. Esta takes place. Estas no son tan explícitos cuando they take. Como te digo, la única referencia que ellos realmente hacen en esta película es que hay un personaje que dice como que, yo tengo tantos años ahora. Y we know how old he was in the previous movie, so.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm trying not to spoil anything for you or anyone else, but es como que there is also a time skip entre la Afterlife y Frozen Empire.
Uh-huh.
Pero también una de las cosas que también te ponen es que they also do make reference de que, hey, it's been a while desde la primera y segunda película de Ghostbusters. Pero que I don't want to spoil the chiste, pero como que there is como que, hey, shit that happened after that movie also happens in real world, also happened in that movie universe.
Makes sense, I guess.
Y es como que, okay, cool, so you're leaning into the fact that como que this shit was made in the 80s. There is a very clear joke también de como que, people in the 80s didn't give a shit about the future. Or conservar el ambiente, going, that's a problem for the future. We'll deal with it when we get there. And then nobody did.
Was it Bill Murray's fault?
No. No. Hay un momento en el que él vuelve very clear como que here comes the hero moment de Bill Murray.
Uh-huh.
Y lo que él hace yo como que, okay, yeah, that would absolutely do that. I would absolutely have my stash all over the fucking place. Pero like, again, volviendo a esto, como que it's very clearly it takes place in a very specific point in time. Hubo un par de referencias que no entendí hasta cuando volví para atrás, y es como que, who the fuck is this person? Y es como que, he plays este personaje en la primera o en la segunda película. Y es como que, okay.
Oh god, don't tell me the mayor's assistant is there.
I can answer any questions. Pero, again, good movie. I do think que me gustó más que Afterlife. Porque también en Afterlife I feel like a lot of it es como que, remember this, remember that, ¿te acuerdas de esto? ¿Te acuerdas de lo otro? Look what's in the glove box. Como que very very, very much así. Y en esta película es como que, yeah, no, they're Ghostbusters, fuck it, go, go, go.
Okay, eso me recuerda. Being that you saw Afterlife.
Ah, y entonces la otra cosa también que te lo mencioné, pero no lo llegamos a grabar, es como que, this is also the first movie in I don't know how many years that I feel the trailer spoiled nothing. Like, hay personajes que son instrumentales en la historia de la película that are, as far as I know, never mentioned in the trailers.
I mean, that's good.
And like, no, I'm not complaining. I'm actually being like, okay, good. You did a good job, Sony / Ghostbusters Incorporated, que también is a thing now. Like, honestly, es como que, oh, good. I appreciate not knowing de que este personaje existe. Because, you know, it was a twist.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like a lot of other movies, it's como que we have to show you all the twists. If not, you're not gonna go see the movie. Pero esta película es como que, yay, you went and you didn't tell me the twist. And the twist was a twist.
Right.
What a surprise.
I'll see if I can catch the movie later. But before we move on topics, I need to ask you, being that you finally saw Afterlife, what are your thoughts on Podcast Boy?
Okay, so...
You have thoughts.
¿Cómo que te digo? I do, tengo que, antes de decir eso, esta película, Podcast Boy, they still haven't said his name, for the record.
Okay.
Like, as far as I know, his name is Podcast, y nunca han dicho su nombre.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know why. Como que hay una escena de esta película que es como que, oh, maybe that's why he calls himself Podcast. Okay. Pero también es como que, oh, él ha evolucionado a como que, oh yeah, he does the podcast, but there's also a YouTube channel now.
Oh no. No.
And I'll be honest, it is absolutely the type of YouTube channel I would absolutely, if I had my brothers, I would do. Pero también me encanta en la primera película cuando, por ejemplo, la primera vez que él entra a la casa de
Egon.
De Egon. Que él como que, it's dark, moody, almost as if a murder happened. Como que él describiendo todo y como que, yeah, no, that's just pretty much on point con la historia del podcast, como que como que a true crime podcast person, es como que, oh no, 100%.
Y entonces no, perdón, sigue, finish your thought.
This is all on point. He's en esta película he's also still carrying around his podcast equipment. They don't beat it over the head con tanto como en la primera, de como que, look, he's recording everything, y como que, no, he's not recording everything, pero he's recording a lot of it.
Right. Okay, but about time that you saw it, so that it's like this is us trying to make a podcast that nobody listens to, and we have that one viewer that's listened to every single goddamn episode. And that person knows exactly who they are.
Ay, que sí que. No lo había visto también, pero sí cierto, pero como que ya no, like there's that one viewer that you have, they como que, half the time you're just making it for this person, but you know that person is enjoying the whole trip. Or at least I hope so.
That's right.
Pero again, mini pocket review. Absolutely go watch this movie. No tienes que haber visto la otra.
¿Qué? No tienes que haber visto Ghostbusters 1 o 2.
No tienes que haber visto Ghostbusters 1 y 2, pero like I mean, idealmente has visto las otras tres. Like, vamos a ponerlo así. Like, you should see the other ones, pero es de esas cosas de como que, oh, si tú no has visto las otras tres, or it's been a while, I don't think you're gonna miss so much.
Porque
Van a haber un par de cosas porque pues hay personajes que como, hay straight up, personajes que have no ay, ¿cómo que te digo?
interaction.
No, ajá, gracias. No tienen introducción.
Okay.
They just walk in or show up y es como que, okay, they're just doing their thing. Y es como que si tú no sabes quiénes son, pues como que, hey, sorry, buddy. Como que no hay nada. ¿Qué otra cosa? I do like también en esta de que, pues, obviously this one takes place in New York. De que there's also volvieron al firehouse, and like the firehouse plays a part in the movie.
Ooh, okay.
It's not like the firehouse gets hunted and becomes sentient, pero es como que okay, cool, like the firehouse es very much
a major plot point.
Not a major plot point, pero es un escenario en la película.
It's a character.
No, pero sí es un character, pero es como que it's a plot point.
Okay.
Es como que there is a plot point involving el firehouse. Y es como que, okay, I appreciate that. Y también es como que very clearly it is also a fucking firehouse that a family comes to live in.
That what comes to live in?
A family comes to live in.
Lord.
La dinámica con la mamá y el profesor pues también es como que okay, I appreciate que this is a ¿cómo te digo? I appreciate que es una dinámica que se siente realística para una pareja en el siglo XXI.
Okay.
Como que no they're not I don't feel like they're shoving it in. Pero es como que, oh, ya no, look, they're having conversations, pero también es como que, hey, los dos son personajes también independientes. Como que, it's nice.
Right.
¿Qué más? Yeah, no, again, good movie, absolutely, go watch it. Good, es una buena secuela. I think it's better than the previous one, pero obviamente nothing will ever top the first Ghostbusters. Pero también también es una de esas películas de como que, oh, this can only really happen in New York. Like it's like the city is also part of the story.
Right.
Y es como que, yeah, New York City, one of the oldest cities in the country.
I mean, it makes sense porque in the Ghostbusters, the video game, the one that they tried to make like a pseudo sequel, the good one, o sea, the like high points, o sea, donde están los focus points of all the ghost fountains and whatnot, es como que, oh, it's a pentagram. The entire city is one giant pentagram.
O sea, como que, what was it? ¿Qué se creen? Washington DC. Pero again, good movie. Go watch it. And now back to our regularly scheduled Uber content.
Okay, so it's been a week, so I went to Uber again in last time. But let me finish my thought on what we were talking about. It's like, yeah, it pays great. I average around $10 to $15 per trip on people, and I've been doing. First time I did it, it was like 7 trips a day, and being that I'm way behind on bills, I left earlier and did more trips. I did 14 trips yesterday, and I made $200 in a day. Ooh. Y hoy llegaron por fin mi official stickers de Uber. I had a paper printout and cut out, taped to my windshield.
Oye, te iba a ahora que te dices eso, una cosa que me pasó desde desde la otra que estábamos hablando I wanted to ask you about, how does do they have el logo, like the thing you put in the dashboard that glows, that changes color?
Apparently, that's not official. That's not an official Uber product.
Really? I thought that was.
No. Apparently, it's not. You can just Amazon it.
Okay,
which is bad because you can be a
official,
pretend Uber and kidnap people.
Porque yo había entendido que era official, pero que era una de esas cosas de que como que, it was like a pilot program they were running for a while.
Yo tendría que double checkar because I honestly haven't checked. Pero para mí, yo no creo que es oficial. I don't think it's an official thing. Porque it's never comes up in conversation. Uber doesn't have their own like merchandise store at all. So, to me, it tells me it's an aftermarket product. But I would absolutely substitute the stupid paper cutout that they gave me for that. I wouldn't see. They made it. La cosa es que in the official rulebook, es que, when you're not Ubering, please remove your sign. It's like, you're giving me a decal. How do you want me to remove a decal and put it on every time without it getting dirty?
Pero ¿en dónde tiene que ir el decal?
En la ventana de frente. The windshield.
Pero ¿es like an actual decal o es uno de
yes,
esos?
Yes, it's an actual vinyl decal. And they expect you to remove it and put it.
Porque a lot of, por ejemplo, los stickers que están poniendo ahora de cambio aceite y filtro no son un sticker como tal. They're like a weird vinyl thing that you can put it on and off.
Exacto, no, pero yo creo que son más como que, like, based on what I've seen, there's a version of it que son como, like the holiday decorations que tú pones en las ventanas de tu casa y en los espejos.
Uh-huh.
That you can remove it, put it back on its paper, and use it again next year. That makes more sense. Pero para hacerlo todos los días, I still find it like weird de que como que that's your solution to it. Pero en el paquete que por fin me llegó, es una mica. It's a sleeve.
Oh, okay, so you can just pop it in and out.
Exactly. It's like, that saves a lot of hassle. Because right now it also has the sticker that it has your license plate so that the people approaching your car can read it. Make sure that you're on the correct car. Even though they don't check the rear. Or check that at all. But I really do want the light up one because I'm finding out that driving at night pays a shit ton more. Because apparently there's an after hours fee.
Because of course there is. Because there's a fee for everything now.
Point being, my sleep schedule is screwed. And my dog is not happy about it. But here's one of the bad things where I now really want to pick up where I left off. Here's one of the bad things that I don't like about Uber, but there is a way to fix it. You just have to be good at your job.
Mm-hmm.
Es que es un relevo. It's a relay job. As in, like, you pick up someone, you drop them off, and then someone nearby, you pick them off and drop them off. Pero you can't set your distance area. You can't end up 3 states over at the end of the day if you're not careful.
Pero tú puedes ver hacia dónde pretendes que lleve.
Yes, you can.
Como que el destination de la persona.
Yes, you can. You can see it. Pero como que when it's very tempting, when it's almost $30 for one trip, it's like, But on my first weekend, one trip that it's like, I really screwed me over. It was my first, like, bad customer. Rudest customer. And he wasn't exactly rude. It's just like, he was from a different country and they had a complete different culture on, you know, keeping clean and what to do on these kinds of situations. Pero es como que, nah, quería que, he wanted me to drive 70 miles for $55 plus tip. Y entonces I go, oh, okay. It's a Sunday. He's probably going to his dorm or something. And he got stuck out here on this city. Cool. I think I can do that. I mean, it's $50 plus tip.
Okay.
A tipo, no, the dude just comes in by himself, no backpack, no nothing. It's just him and his jacket and his vape. It's like, oh boy.
Dude, no, y estaba vaping dentro de tu carro.
Oh yeah. He did it before he even asked. So it's like rude number 1. Rude number 2, did not put seatbelt. It's like, I need to put a sign that, please put your seatbelt, because, hey, this is not a taxi nor a bus. Laws apply differently. If we get stopped, you're getting a ticket. Because this is still a personal car.
No, y lo cabrón es capaz de que si te paran, el policía, like, the dude just get out, y el policía, okay, what the fuck? Y es como que, no, I'm gonna go get another ride, y te cancels the ride on you.
Exacto, pero es como que, gente, put on your goddamn, there's this weird mentality with all the rednecks I've gone, it's like, seatbelts are lies, are government lies. It's like, they're meant to kill you. It's like, and I'm glad I proved one of them wrong when I had to slam on the brakes to avoid a deer. Because, you know, it's the middle of the night. The deer come out. And
I mean, en esa área there's deers everywhere most of the year, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, they don't give a fuck.
Exacto, but I just slammed on the brakes and the dude hit the chair. It's like, yeah, wear your seatbelt, dumbass. I didn't say that out loud. Pero, now, this rude person from another country, o sea, cambia su ruta cuando estamos llegando, o sea, 50 minutes, him smoking, him, like, just like, music louder, music lower. Do you have this? Do you have that? Can I borrow this? It's like, motherfucker. No, this is not how it's supposed to work. I'm sorry to not provide all the services. This is not a taxi. This is not luxury taxi. This is not a limo. Y pues nada, estamos llegando y el cabrón cambia su ruta. Because I thought, being that he had nothing, I felt that this was going to be a scam.
Okay.
El cabrón cambia su ruta. It's like, oh, let's go pick up McDonald's. I'm hungry. It's like, okay. He's paying for it. I need this money. Because I could really use $50 right now. And, esperamos. Lo bueno es que if it detects that you stop for a long time, Uber will check on you. And it's like, is everything okay? Or why are you stopped? It's like, okay, waiting on rider. They charge the rider for making you wait.
Bueno, por lo menos.
So we got their food. He eats in the fucking car without asking me.
And
I take him to his place, and he spilled the fucking soda on the chair.
Tú no puedes, I think que tú puedes reportar eso.
Yeah, I could. Y dejó la basura también de lo que estaba comiendo. Como que, dude, rude. Seriously, did nobody teach you? I get it, culture difference, but holy shit.
No, porque ese tipo de cosas que hay otras culturas y otra gente que es como que, oh, it's not mine, I don't care.
Exacto.
Pero I think que tú puedes reportarlo como que, mira, él me ensució el carro y le pueden cobrar, like, Uber can charge him para tus gastos de limpieza. Obviously, it's not gonna cover the whole actual cleaning fees, pero, you know.
Yeah, better.
And I think you can review him negatively. Like, okay, hey, this is not a good driver. A good
rider.
A good rider.
Yeah, no, yeah. Y yo marqué, they always ask, did this person wear a seatbelt? It's like, no, the fuck he didn't. Pero nada. Y entonces como que, okay, now let's see if I can make my night and try to find a person who needs a ride back to my city. And I couldn't find anyone because it took me to the largest city in the fucking state y había muchos viajes pequeñitos. Like, from the bar to here, the bar to there, the bar to here, the bar to there. I couldn't find someone that admitted that plummeted my rating. So I just canceled and I just drove an hour and a half back home. Without a pay. But hey, I got $50 out of that one dude y me pagó $10 extra in tips. So that was my first bad one. But then I worked last night and I have 3 extra stories to tell. One of them you're going to enjoy. So, let me think. What was the third one? It's mainly 2 big stories, but I'm trying to think what was the third one. Because not much eventful happened. Oh, yeah, I had another woman of the night who was serving on entire condominium network because they put their pickup pin wrong. They put it on another side of the complex. It's like, oh, I'm sorry about that. That's where another one of my clients was. It's like, oh, so you're doing multiple clients here in the middle of the night.
I mean, do you blame her? Ella está siendo eficiente.
Fair. You're not wrong there.
Es como si alguna dama de la noche fuera a venir a mi edificio, a my apartment building. They'd be like, okay, ideally they would have 2 or 3 clients in the building so that she can be like, well, once I'm done with you, I'm going to go to the next one.
Yeah, and then their drop-off point, there were cops waiting. It's like, oh boy, you sure this is the place? Yep. It's like the 2 charger cops. And there was people being arrested, leaning on the hood of one of them. It's like, okay, you have a nice night. Bye. That was my last ride of the night. But the 2 more interesting stories was that one, the bachelorettes I had to pick up after a wedding.
Bachelorettes son las mujeres, el corillo de la mujer o el corillo del hombre. Fuck, I always get those confused.
Bachelors son del hombre.
Bachelorettes son las mujeres. Okay.
Yeah. 3 very buzzed, probably drunk bachelorettes.
I would hope they were drunk as fuck. That's half the point of the party.
Uh-huh. And they were walking barefoot in the mud con los tacos en las manos. Just trying to find me because they couldn't bother to look. These are in their early 20s. And when I'll get to how do I know this? They're in their early 20s and it's like they couldn't be bothered to. It's like your Uber is near. It's like they couldn't bother looking at the map. Where was I? Because they kept calling me. It's like, where are you? Where are you? It's like, are you the one on the phone in front of me? Yes. Oh, is that you? It's like, oh my god. This is going to be a nightmare of a trip. So they took over my phone with the Spotify, put it on blast, sang aloud. Before we started the trip, this is completely understandable. The one that had to sit on my passenger side took a selfie with me to send to their father. Makes perfect sense. I don't mind you doing that. You want to know where your dad is taking. Where you want to know someone to know who were you with and where you were going. That's completely... Okay.
You're going, okay, wait, does that make perfect sense to you? I go, yeah, no, I can see it now, okay.
O sea,
I mean, también sale tu foto en el Uber app, right?
Uh-huh. Pero es como que, look, Uber picked me up, this is my Uber.
Okay.
But she was also drunk, so she did duck face on it, so...
Listen, la cara importante ahí no es ella, eres tú.
Yeah. No. Entonces, they took over my phone, blasted Spotify and the same song over and over. They all sang along to it, and every single girl in there just kept taking Snapchat photos with me in it somewhere. Y mi cara es como que...
Question.
I even got a message. I even got a message from their dad. It's like, I feel bad for you. I'm sorry for this.
Pregunta, espérate, ¿qué canción estaba?
I wish I could remember, but I didn't. I could probably check my history. You know what? I
You
can't
were
check my
just
history.
so focused on getting the fuck out of that
history.
situation.
Let me see. What did they put on blast, on repeat, all night? So point being, I'm somewhere on someone's Snapchat history. And people have seen.
You were just so focused on getting out of that awkward situation.
Rich girl.
I don't even know what that song is.
You're a rich girl. Da, 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 da. Look that up and you know. They were putting rich girl over and over again. It's like, oh my god, fucking kill me. And it's like, okay, here we're going to your drop-off point. It was the local giant university. In which they take your ID before you're allowed to enter, even if you're just an Uber. And there's passcodes for every student. It's like they don't allow anyone in unless it's for absolute business. Even if the dorms are there.
Sí, porque pues en universidades privadas lo que los hace prestigious is not the classes they give, it's how many people they keep out.
Right. But like, okay, they take my ID y todo eso. And it's like, oh, don't drop us off at that point. I marked the wrong one. Y me llevaron toda una fucking vuelta alrededor de esta universidad gigante para encontrar su dorm. And they drop me off. It's like, I'll give you the largest tip. Thank you. I'll give you the largest tip that I can. Thank you so much. We're sorry for making you tolerate all this. They were obviously buzzed and drunk. And they were planning to go out again after the wedding. Eran como las 10 de la noche con ese tiempo. And it's like, yay, I go home. I woke up the next morning. Oh, you got your tip from this person. $3. That's the medium tip.
No, she said she was gonna give you the biggest tip she can.
And after that mess, $3.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this is the story you're gonna like.
Uh-huh.
I was almost an accessory to murder.
I feel like we've all been there, pero cuéntame, ¿qué pasó?
Okay. Or an accomplice, rather. Pero.
No. You were an unwilling accessory.
Yeah.
An accomplice would have been like you wanted this to also happen.
I wanted to, with what I'm about to say, it's gonna sound like I wanted everyone to be like safe from this. So, I pick up this person. It's a round trip. It's like, we're gonna go somewhere, we're gonna make a stop here, you're gonna wait for me, and we're gonna go back. Because you can plan trips ahead like that, making stops along the way.
Sí, no, tengo una sobrina que ha hecho eso un par de veces to get away from her ex. Not her ex, her like partner.
Pero
it's complicated.
Pero not. I pick up, oh no, I remember what was the other person. The other one. I had to pick up a frat house.
Can you fit 9 people in your car?
No. Here's what we did. It's a frat house. They're all living under one roof, and then suddenly it's like, we're going to the bar now. This was early in the night. But these were jocks, but were also nerds because they were all playing DraftKings, you know, the app that lets you do fantasy football, fantasy sports, and bets and whatnot.
Sí.
Yeah.
That's not a nerd thing anymore, dude. That's just everybody.
No, but
now.
I'm telling you, these guys were like super built. These were all sports people. And then just talking nerdish. It's like, sounding like the fucking, ¿cómo se llama? Wall Street. It's like more, up, down, less, more. The odds are like this.
The fucking the nerds won, dude. They just haven't realized it yet, but the nerds won.
Pero they sounded like Wall Street in my car. La cosa es que they live so remote, they couldn't find another Uber. So it's after taking the first 4, because they were all supposed to leave in a group. The other 5 couldn't find another Uber. So the dude, it's like, dude. We really need our friends. Can you just give us... Can we give you some money so you can go pick them up and bring them over? We promise we'll pay good. It's like... Look, my next ride cost me $8. because I already had planned out to pick up my next one. The next one is $8. Can you do better than that? Will you do it for 20? I canceled the person and said, give me the 20. And I transported 5 people on my second trip with one in the trunk.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But anyways, back to that was my wild trip of that one. But then, anyways, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, the accessory to murder. So it was a round trip, $10 each way, because it was like a 10-mile drive one way, and then come back the other 10 miles. So this woman just goes off talking to their best friend, I'm assuming best friend or current boyfriend, on the phone, on speaker, because she was nervous, and the dude was trying to calm her down. But she went off because she had received her kid earlier that day with a bruise the shape of a handprint on it. And who was babysitting? The baby daddy. And then when apparently she contacted them, she went, it's like, do you know what happened to him here? It's like, the answer was, and she showed me the thing, bitch, you know what happened. It's like, uh-oh. And this is a full-blown redneck. Like, trailer. Living in a trailer kind of deal. It's like, oh no. So it's like, we're going to go over there. I'm going to give him a piece of my mind, and you're going to take me back home. It's like, okay.
Was the kid with them?
No. The kid stayed at the trailer home.
With who? Porque tú dices que el current boyfriend estaba con ella.
No, el current boyfriend estaba en el teléfono, on speaker.
Okay.
It was so, like, just her, and her mom was taking care of the kid.
Speaker, and you were driving to go give a peace of mind to baby daddy.
I was just driving the mom. It's like, I get it. Dad shouldn't do that at all. It's like, I get it. So, I'm just going to go hide on the corner of the street. And when you're done, I'll be ready to bug out with you.
With the engine running, just for a quick exit.
So, that went off. So, I dropped her off. She went inside the house. One dude immediately came out running, and I swear to you, he screeched the tires, trying to get out of the driveway and leave. It's like, oh no. Entonces sale, the entire family of the baby daddy comes out, because the dude lives with his parents still. And
Of course.
the whole family comes out, and it's a yelling fest at midnight. Probably hearing 1 o'clock in the morning. And that is, and I just hear, and you have your Uber here? You came here by Uber? It's like, oh no, please don't involve me in this. I'm just gonna keep the doors unlocked.
¿Qué otra forma él pensaría que ella iba gonna get there?
I don't know, her driving? I don't know.
Right.
But it's like, it was a yelling fest. She came back with a lot of stuff that belonged to the kid, because apparently a lot of the kids, I guess the kid just kept going back and forth, and a lot of things got left, and she came back with a lot of kids stuff with her, and they kept fighting, and it's like yelling fest, and I'm just sitting there. I slowly line up my car to where she is outside, line up the door. It's like slowly line up so that it's like, once you're done yelling and you close the door, we're leaving. There you go again. As soon as she fucking closed the door, I just booked it. Like, I didn't like screech tires go, but it's like, as soon as I heard the click that the door closed, it's like, I'm not waiting you for to buckle up. We're leaving. We're going. It's like accelerated, probably under the gear shift that it should have been on, so it made the the acceleration.
The engine had to, el motor tuvo que keep up with it.
And while she was like, and the dude was still on the phone, because the boyfriend / best friend was still on the phone. He just started to chuck up a conversation with me while she was trying to calm down. It's like, dude, seriously?
I mean, I don't blame him. I think que yo haría lo mismo. Let's be honest.
It's like, how is you? Okay. So the girl kept saying sorry to have to make you do this and whatnot. Hey, you're paying. Don't care. So, no, but there were threats because on the way back, she kept mentioning, it's like, I almost shot him. It's like, gotta love the United States.
America.
So yeah, that's been my bigger story so far. But I'm making money. Yay. So that's my experience with Uber. And I sent you the hot map for St. Patrick's Day.
Ah, sí.
So, yeah. That has been my experience with Uber so far. And I hate to say it, I kind of like it.
I mean, también te tienes saliendo de la casa y socializando, so that's also a positive.
It is. And I hate it that I like it. Because I haven't fallen in love with my car yet, so it's like I can still feel like the case of I'm gonna abuse the shit out of this car and use up its warranties.
Oh, 100%, like, como que métele milla y abúsalo, y es como que después va a ser... Y también lo bueno es que you're gonna find the things that you don't like in the car, or that you do like in the car, y después vas a estar como que, oh, le puedo mejorar esta pieza. And then, if I change this part out, it'll make the car slightly faster, or slightly more efficient, or slightly more desto.
One thing I am going to try to figure out and install are fog lights, like the yellow light. Tengo que ver si tener los empty spaces hookups que muchos carros tienen on the bumper. The lights for the bumper. Like my mom has, that they exist, but they don't turn on.
Mi carro también tiene I never bought them. I should have bought them antes. They're kind of hard to get now because the car is almost 10 years old. Pero mi carro también tiene el blank spot para ponérselo.
Right, because the moneymakers are those people that live in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, like the guy who had to order pizza via Uber Eats and had to drive 20 minutes into the farmlands to get there.
Las luces que tienen los headlights, ¿son halogens o son LEDs?
Son halogens.
Son halogens. Después también looking to getting good, not like the random ones que venden en Amazon o
no,
en
like the
eBay.
good, like Sylvania LEDs and whatnot.
Ajá, sí, o like como que sean like actual replacements a los OEM halogens.
Ajá.
La única cosa es que después que se las cambie, pues yo se las cambié a mi carro, tuve que sentarme un día y calibrarlas un poco.
No, está bien. I mean,
pero like the difference es notable. Como que they do definitivamente alumbran mejor.
Ya no. Pero tengo que ver
y también
si
la otra cosa que yo he visto que mucha gente que Uber está haciendo es que cambian las luces de adentro the lamp bulbs and the ceiling lights. Cambian esas por LEDs también.
No, I have full intention porque coño porque some drivers like to have it on while they're doing stuff. It's like fine, pero el calor que eso forman porque son halogen. I did that to the Jeep. I changed the Jeep ones to LEDs. I changed the Jeep ones to LEDs, so I know I need to make that change.
También lo que yo no sé si tu carro tiene en el carro mío I can't do this porque there's only the only bulbs que tiene adentro son los map lights. Pero you could absolutely change the map. Puedes cambiar los map lights para ponerle red LEDs para que sea, like a stealth fighter.
That might not actually be a bad thing on the long run if I'm going to be driving at night.
Sí, por eso. Y también yo he visto. Conocí una vez un Uber driver que lo que hizo fue que cambió el dome light del carro para la police style dome light.
For what?
Porque los police cruisers, el dome light tienen dos luces. Tienen like the normal white / amber light. Pero entonces tienen a second red light.
Okay.
Entonces you can either have like the bright, la luz que brilla fuerte, o like a red light que alumbra solamente un poquito para que no te moleste tanto la vista.
You know, back when I was driving trucks, all the trucks had red dome lights on it.
Sí, porque eso te deja ver, pero no te fatiga tanto la vista como like a normal light. Para que
like, I kind of actually miss that, and that might not be a bad idea to have. But no, tengo que ver si tiene mounts primero que todo, because I've had this car for so little time, I haven't even bothered to like actually take a look at the bumper. It's like, can I put the yellow fog lights with it? When I go out into the boonies, my God, the fog is real out here. Like the very late night fog.
Sí, no, y también no te vendría mal like eso y en su momento también, pero esta es cuando se fundan like the brake lights, ponerle like LED brake lights. Los signal lights no tanto, because those are kind of a pain in the ass, pero like the brake lights para que también te vean de más lejos.
Yeah, no, that's probably not a bad idea either. Si supiera que yo cambié las luces de brake la semana pasada, oh well, and I didn't have the money. It's like, all right, now we're spending $5 on replacement bulb because I shouldn't be, because unlike Puerto Rico, if tengo una bombilla fundida, me van a parar.
No, aquí qué carajo, aquí a cada rato estoy frenando detrás de alguien que le faltan 2 bombillas de freno.
No, o sea, pero aquí hay carros que pueden ser el stealth, el can go stealth mode like the Batmobile, and it's like, whatever.
Sí. Pero al carro mío le tuve que cambiar los brake lights porque una de ellas se fundió. Y yo como que, well, fuck it, if I'm gonna change them, I'm gonna might as well put LEDs on them.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I did when I was modifying the Jeep. I miss working on a good car. I was gonna work on that Honda Pilot that I had, but nope, transmission had to die.
Lo que tienes que hacer después que te establezcas y te estabilices, like just go out and buy a Jeep.
No, yo quiero comprar un Wagoneer. That's like my dream car, and just resto mod it.
A Jeep Wagoneer?
Yeah, the Wagoneer, the Woody.
Yeah, no, I know the ones you're talking about. My dad had one of those. Yeah, buddy, te digo desde ahora, aim a little bit lower, buddy.
What do you mean aim a little bit lower?
How much do you think those fuckers are going right now? Hay una compañía en Texas que resto mods them.
I know.
Pero they're eating them up.
Yeah, I know. Pero aquí hay par que los venden como a 5,000.
Ah, bueno.
Pero that's like,
I've been looking at getting one of those, and those are expensive as fuck.
Which ones?
Like good Jeep Wagoneers.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
well, Grand Wagoneers,
like, as in conditions. Because it's like, it probably runs for another mile after you buy it, and then it dies.
I mean, that's any Jeep, let's be honest.
Fair. But no, that's like my dream car, my dream Sunday driver car.
Ese también sería un buen carro. No te van a dejar, pero that's like a good for like not Uber, pero like private excursion vehicle. De como que, yo también hago el carro para llevar a la the bride to be to the wedding. You just take her in a white Jeep Grand Wagoneer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that kind of shit. They go, okay, yes, this is a little bit classy.
Right. No, but I miss actually like estar sentado afuera and just like working on the car. I miss doing that. But yeah, no, those have been my Uber stories, and I'm going to go back out in like 2 hours. I'll come up with more stories after that. And you guys are probably not going to hear this till May.
Hopefully, some point in between, we release a short, a short, I think we ever do a short one, a movie review for Ghostbusters before this comes out.
We'll see. We'll figure it out.
Hey, pero pues.
Mm-hmm.
Well, people, that's been this episode. Sorry for the inconsistency. I had to go do some shit. He had to go do some shit. The dog wanted to bark. The cat said meow. The cow goes moo.
The sheep goes baa.
The car goes room room.
The Mazda goes soon, soon, soon.
And the PlayStations go beep.
And THS goes boom. Anyways, if you want to email us and complain or whatever, message us at
Bichin Boricuas at yahoo.com. We swear to God we look at it every once in a while. Also, we did have an email. It was from our number 1 fan. Thank you, buddy. You know who you are.
Anyway.
I'm trying my best to keep the clicking down.
Anyways, go look up Rich Girl so you know what song that the girls I was stuck.
Oh, I'm gonna immediately after we're done recording, I'm just Googling Rich Girl.
Alright. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Hey, everyone. That's the end of the show for today. If you'd like to follow us on social media, you can find us on Twitter and Facebook, which we kinda irregularly use whenever we find it necessary to. We're also on Instagram. If you can find the links to those somewhere down below here, or just go to our website at bichinboricuas.com. Thank you.